Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland, off here to 2v2 on, you guessed it, it is Eindhoven. In the north we have here Johns and Pinokyo fighting here for the German army. A Wehrmacht DAK combined force here, setting out with the 16th Panzer Division on the south. It is Ted and Thomas fighting here for a full-on British force with the 7th Armoured Division tasked with breaking through this German armoured onslaught. So we're off to the races here. Double sappers for Ted and Thomas with a similar double sapper start. Sections and sections on the way. Oh, section command posts and sections on the way there. Panzer Grenadiers for Johns. Pinokyo with Grenadiers and Kettenkrats. As always, big hearty thanks to my Patreon supporters for continued generous and absolutely wonderful support of the Propagandacast. And a big hearty thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on videos. Helps out immensely with the YouTube algorithms. So we're pulling out here. Fort action and violence here. We got Indian Artillery out of Ted Thomas. No yet choice there, though it is worth noting neither British player here is actually going for the Australians in a slightly rare sight, at least as of late. Panzer Grenadiers moving up here. And west side, German forces moving up here. First shots fire around the centre. Sappers moving on the Panzer Grenadiers here. Bolt action rifle troops falling a bit back here. Of course, the sappers close in. They can actually do a lot of damage. So crucially here, of course, you want to maintain distance no matter what. West side, Kettenkrats being spotted by the second. Sappers rapidly routed. 250 half-track for Johns. Understanding a good map like this, or a larger map like this, a 250 half-track is a pretty good choice, just like the Kettenkrats. East side here, Panzer got the victory point. British forces sneaking for the castle ruins. More forces lining up in the centre here, as Johns meets up here with Thomas and Tet's forces here. Infantry sections moving up here. May want to get into prop heavy cover here. Some of the guys are a bit misunderstanding as to the power of shrubbery in protecting from coming bullets. 250 half-track right around the corner. East side here, British forces are swinging away any Panzer Pioneer. Kettenkrats sneaking in here. Bold play there by Pinokyo. And we got the light support company here for Johns. And he's been pushed back by the sappers. We got mines here already. Clearly looking to blast any British forces if they get a bit too cocky. Got the fuel point right in neutral. And of course, even if like he might try to get the fuel point fully seized, because even like he can't connect it and doesn't get anything out of it, it does mean his opponent has to spend more time grabbing the point back. So it's sort of like, you know, in this case, a time trade here. It particularly works with the Kettenkrats because it can typically take points very fast. So whatever then the British have to use to capture the point will inevitably be slower. So they will have to waste more time just getting back a fuel point outside their own base. So there's a bit of, you know, time logic there, if you will.
Territory is now in enemy hands.
Sections here withdrawing, 250 half moving in. East side here we got British forces closing in on several points. Seizing the eastern orchards and fields here from the Germans. Panzer Pioneer moving in. Back at base for the Germans. We have not much else. We do get another MD-42 here out for Pinokyo. Section they're going for the half track. And we got sappers that are being borne down upon by the Grenadiers and the MD-42 team. Kettenkrats, there's almost got the centre. Bit damage, could lose it here if Pinokyo's not careful. We also got Italian infantry out of Johns. And it easy enough focus on the sappers. They could get wiped out if he's not careful, particularly if he sticks around for too long with the machine gun there covering the retreat path. Playing machine gun teams are quite good at getting wipes on low health units, in my experience. Meanwhile, British forces are under Ted here, going in hard. Grenade off here, damaging the end of the 250 half-track and finishing off with a few shots there. Caught the blow here to Johns. Losing his 250 half-track here is going to be great for the British. Removes a significant mobile threat here. Pinokyo's moving the machine gun team here to shore up his teammates' side of the map a bit here. He also got a lot of veterans 1 troops, those worth noting. He hasn't gone for training, otherwise the sappers would also be veterans already. Panzer Pioneers to sappers. Again, up close, the sappers will absolutely beat most tier 0 and tier 1 infantry easily. You always want to keep a distance against them. Then use the section here. Panzers, they're being rather pushed to the limit. He's trying to catch the machine gun, but Teddy's been great use of the training. Oh, rifle grenade as well there. Cheeky. Wassatro there's an option. Panzer is there forced away. Really strong opening so far from the British against the Germans. Really hitting all the important points. We got Valor, and we got the towed howitzer here. Oh, a howitzer, but towed heavy mortar. Silly Dane. Out of Ted here. Likely might see that truck upgraded with a Pulsar anti-aircraft gun. And there we go. Samples almost taken out here by the Grenadiers. Close. Oh, does get the wipe. This small one here for the German army. Guasatori on the move here. Flamethrowers on the way. Over to Pinokyo, who's yet to pick up battle group. We got the Luftwaffe company. And let's pop over here to Thomas, who has gone for the Air&Sea battle group. He's pushing for stewards. Might see some commandos. We'll, of course, have to see if he actually commits to them. There you go. Heavy mortar joining in there. North here, Punny's been pursued by the Sampers. On the west side here, machine gun versus the section. And there we go. We got Thomas here with an aggressive commander drop here right next to the fuel point. Threatening the machine gun's flank. Cheeky Thomas. Meanwhile, Panzer Pioneer and Guasatori heading towards the castle ruins here. We got the Kedkrat again, just diving in deep and going for all those really annoying points. Thumbs up to Pinokyo. Fairly solid Kedkrat handling. We got the raid package, and we got the 2-1 on the way. They like to Panzerspielwagen. Kedkrat narrowly escapes here. 2-1 will be able to put some pressure there on the British, of course. And with raid package, can grab points and deploy smoke. So that definitely is some good synergy there. Very good. Commanders withdrawing here into the shrubberies, setting up with their Sten guns there. The Mark IIS. The S standing for silenced. In fact, there'll also be a silenced version of the Mark IV, I think, or at least the Mark V Sten gun. There go Glennie's charging into commanders, of course, unbeknownst, the commanders hiding in there. And of course, the assaults are quite explosively violent. Machine gun tries it up, but it's way too close to the course. The commandos quickly get past it and immediately focus down. We do get a shield hand grenade here. Commandos, though, mostly dodge it. Real mess here for Pinokyo, and certainly highlights what a patient and skilled player can do with an ambush squad like the commandos. So thumbs up. 2-1 moving in. Panzerjäger's out there for John's there. Guasatori northward, stood on the way there for Thomas Smooth. Will definitely be necessary here as the 2-1. Snare off here on the 2-1 though. Damn it in the end. Commanders closing in here, looking to do as much damage as possible. Do get a bit of smoke here. And he's like going to try and just buy as much time as he can here versus the British, though may not work out. Machine gun here. Oh, in a very bad position as the section. And there we go. Wipes the MG42 team here. Stinging blows to the Germans. Kedkrat, though, continues to be an absolute success story here for Pinokyo, as it just continues to drive around and be an absolute nuisance. Meanwhile, commanders are continuing to hunt down the 2-1, but might actually get knocked out if they're not careful. They do get the snare off, but if the commandos die out, which looks very likely here, it's not going to be as effective here for Thomas, obviously, because the commandos do end up costing more than a 2-1 armored car. This could definitely prove to be a bit of a slip there. Barney got so focused on the armored car, lost sight of the bigger battle, and more crucially, what was going on his retreat path. Now the Jaeger squad here for Pinokyo. Stewart moving in, the M3 Stewart light tank, also known as the Honey Stewart by British tank crews, because it was a very smooth and comfortable ride. Got the Pioneers busy there, Guasatori as well. Second Jaeger squad on the way there, Panzer Rex on the way, the Raketen Panzer Büchse. Panzer Grenadiers moving in, Guasatori there catching the end section. Got another Stewart light tank here for Thomas. Rather fierce fighting for the center here. We got the heavy mortar joining in the Stewart. We got an ambulance up here for Ted, even as it comes in line of fire of the Jaegers for the Panzer Rex. Guasatori moving up the center. British lines are very much in a state of disarray and are slowly melting away here like ice cream left out in the sun, as the Guasatori are doing absolutely the very best to just incinerate any Englishman within the sites. Sampers there narrowly avoided getting utterly wiped out as they accidentally managed to pop themselves into a shed. They've just been straight up turned into a furnace with 2 flamethrowers bearing down upon it. We've got Gurkhas out here for Ted. Bit late to the party there, but of course they are still elite infantry, so this is only quite effective. It's also worth noting he has gotten training. And a Panzer Pioneer squad gets wiped. Even as the Germans are finally making some gains to the Allies, they are paying a bit of a price for it.
Batteries are on standby to fire on threatened sectors.
Guasatori going in, we got the Panzer Company here for Pinokyo, moving straight for those Panzers.
Our victory point is being
As the Jaegers are moving ahead. I suppose he could try and push for Panthers. Nice use of smoke here by Johns. Let's pop out his perspective into Ted's. Gurkhas have yet to be upgraded with anything. Bren guns are a very good bet, but he could also go for the Thompsons, a bit cheap and obviously packs more punch up close. 250 more to half-tech. We actually also got the Panzerarmee Kommando up here for Johns with the Panzer 3 already on the way, so both German players are definitely looking to push for tanks relatively fast. Thumbs up to that. DAK Panzergrenadiers moving up here. Of course, the actual title for Panzergrenadiers in the German, Deutsches Afrika Korps were actually Schützen, because the title of Panzergrenadier only came about after the losses of North Africa and Stalingrad. Before that, German Panzergrenadiers was known as Schützen and German Grenadiers were just known as Infanterie. Fun fact, by the way. Of course, it wasn't just those kind of name changes they made, they also made larger organizational changes with the Infantry Divisions and the Panzer Divisions and Panzer Divisions. So, there's a little other fun fact for you. But, Jägers are pursuing the trading Gurkhas. Got the Panzer V here ready to support the German army here as Jägers are closing in here on the British base. Particularly the heavy mortar and the ambulance are a bit of a tight spot. Easily we got Panzer up catching in the Brent section, but east on the fuel point, west side there. We got the MD-42 at the ready center. Jägers slightly withdrawing here. And there you go, Panzer V dashing in, supporting a few exhausted Panzer Grenadier squads. And we got that Brent section running away as fast as possible. Now the Gurkha section out here for Ted. Aren't seeing any company command posts out of the British, so they can't be pushing for like anything heavier than Stuart anytime soon. That could certainly prove to be advantageous for the Germans if they know how to leverage that advantage. Guns, of course, we got one Panzer 3 out, I would not be surprised to see more. And we got Panzer 4s here for Pinokyo, and of course he can go for Panthers probably sooner, if not now, but it's not like there's a pressing need for Panthers right on the battlefield. With most infantry about, a Panther 4 is going to be a much better choice. Easily we got the Panther pursuing down here some retreating section members. Still rushing up here and slightly withdrawing. Lima Pinocchio's Panther 4 has arrived. Supported by the Jägers, of course, could add them right along. We got the Gurkhas moving up here. Nepalese the infantry. The British Army. And certainly had some great performances there in Italy, in particular around Montecatino. Gurkhas moving in. Guastator moving on the Gurkhas. But they're taking a lot of damage here from the Italian, not the British Gurkhas. Panther 4 moving up here, striking at the Stuart light tanks. We do have a 6-pounder gun ready to support the Stuart light tanks. Section moving forward, taking a lot of damage. Brand section being forced off. We got the Gurkhas here, actually 2. Nobody was still not upgraded here for Ted's Gurkhas. Panzer V taking hits from the 6-pounder gun. Jäger's doing with the camp. Panther 4 sword. We got another Panther V for Johnson. Brings in more Panzers here to meet the British menace. Stuart's being fixed up. Still no sign of a company command post up here for the British player. There more to those veterans. One Gurkha's wiped out. That's a huge blow there to Tet. There were virtually 2 of that. At least they weren't upgraded, I suppose, but not exactly ideal to lose your veterans to 2 elite infantry squad. 6-pounder gun number 2 on the way here. They also like to go for that ability to get cheaper reinforcements out the battle group soon enough. Machine gun there being caught by spot who could get a wipe. That could then be held off for the British, which certainly would help compensate for the loss of the entire section of Gurkhas. Panther 4 the deploying smoke, quickly withdrawing here. Panther 3's blowing up. Clearly looking to deny the British forces that MD-42. Stuart's engaging in the Panzer Grenadiers, push forward. Sappers is getting mauled. It's an absolutely brutal melee for the centre, with both sides taking immense casualties as they both put in everything they can to hold that one victory point. Do have a bit of effort on the sides as well here from the Allies, very good. German response is seemingly just that one cat and crab, which Pinokyo has managed to keep alive for, well, about 15 minutes. Thumbs up, that's very quick. Got another airdrop here for Thomas. That'll be the LMG section with the Vickers K. We got Pinokyo with another 2-to-1. Interestingly enough, another 2-to-1 this late into the game is definitely not something I expect here. He's also run out of grenadiers. Some Starstorm could maybe be a good idea just for something a bit more elite to deal with all the allied infantry. Kettencrad down. Pinokyo definitely starting to suffer now in the face of the British armoured onslaught. Most of the stewards that, of course. Back at the Allied base, we're still not seeing them come to command post. I suppose due to the Germans being fairly effective at messing with the British fuel flow. But even then, that is something worth pointing out. Panzer III column here with a bit of infantry pushing for that eastern fuel point again. We got a 6-pounder guns one here for Thomas, realizing he does need a few more here to deal with all these panzers the Germans keep throwing at them. And we got a Vespa here for Pinokyo. Following up on the 2-to-1, we get a bit of self-propelled artillery here.
A fuel point is being taken from us.
That's an interesting choice here. I mean, the Allies are bringing a lot of anti-tank guns, you know. It does make a fair bit of sense here. At least encountered some of them. There we go, double 6-pounder goes with the penalty. One shot actually bounces. That is really lucky there for Johns. West side here, we got the armoured car and the Panther 4, which is supporting a Jaeger push here towards the western victory point. We got 334. There's a 276 armoured car. They're pushing back the commanders as they try to make gains on that western fuel point. In the centre, we got machine crew in trouble with the British heavy mortar. West side, we can see here that Thomas is slowly getting ground here to Pinokyo as he pushes forwards. Martin, we're trying to bait him in. That's a kill zone here. Commanders flanking, catch the machine crew in a bad spot. Very good flank there by Thomas. Jaegers are doing the canvas and stewards, but they're taking a lot of damage. They could do a bit of infantry support. Almost got the machine hit. Commanders do successfully push it off. Stewart down. Great kill here for Pinokyo. Center there. Machine guns and Panzer still trying to make their way forwards against positions of Ted. And east side here, Guasatroya squad trying to flank it instead finds a mine. Blowing their feet off. Panther 4 there. Heavily damaged, seems to have been taking a bit of a target weak point there, something similar, and almost gets knocked out, but there you go. Thomas is not willing to let it get away that easily, sending in the steward here through the smoke. The chaos, the madness. Come on, there's a weird, we are a light tank, right? Maybe. He didn't seem to understand the distinctions quite well. Panther 3 being pushed back here with the 6-pounder guns. And there we go, company command post finally away for at least one of the British players. Only long enough. Jaeger's charging at the Vickers section there. Panther 4 moving in again. Even had a bit of mechanized assault here just to fix up the Panther 4.
We should put an end to this fight. Tiger heavy tanks will be made available.
Armoured reserves there being unlocked here for Mr. Johns. And we do get Starstorm here for Pinokyo. 2 thumbs up. Company command post there halfway down here for Thomas. Ted has also gone for the company command post, so that's a plus. Some foot guards, but as I imagine tanks that could cause do a lot of good. Grants would be a particularly mean-spirited choice, so we'll have to see. Starstorm right around the corner here for Pinokyo. Of course, would be need to consider the officers' quarters to get both the Panther 4 and the Starstorm veterans. Oh, he does already have that. Great. Keep forgetting the Vespa. It requires just either veterans run for the Luftwaffe Company or the Panzergrenadier Company, so still got a bit of getting used to the officers' quarters upgrade now applying to calling units, and specifically which units benefit from which tier, basically. For some reason my mind wants this to also benefit from the Panzer Company, but that's that. Thomas here unlocking grants. Very good. Then there's of course for the Germans. Jaegers moving up here, pushing through the open fields. East side here, Panther moving through the chasm and the ruins here of the east of Eindhoven. British forces being caught in a bit of a Madden melee, and they are quick to send packing. Workers sneaking up there with the Thompson submachine guns. Sappers moving up further, but they do encounter an awful lot of angry Germans and Italians. Panther 4 providing fire support here with the advancing Starstorm as they push for that western munitions point and victory point.
Artillery batteries are on standby.
Quite a lot going on. And back here to Johns.
3 command points are
And to
available.
Ted.
We have a battle group. The Panzer Grenadier squad has been cut down.
Panzer Grenadiers wiped. A sting blow here. Mine goes off. Guassatroy, their final legs blown off. Pantherforce, the commandos. Jaegers start storming forwards here for the fatherland. British forces withdrawing here from the western field of battle as it becomes a run with German gunfire and insults. Grab the eastern point with the Panzerjägers. And there you go. Panther Fleet's an opportunity to flank up behind the British lines. We do have a munitions cache up here, by the way. Heavy mortar, they're gaining actually 2 very good work. If we got incendiary rounds from the German mortar after the landing upon it, it would appear. Burning the crew, in fact, almost wiping it. Close call there for Ted. This ambulance is all the way back here. Could, of course, move that up.
Enemy forces are dwindling.
Panzer Fleet's being hammered with the 6-pounder guns. Fierce and frenetic action. Jaeger setting out. Six-pounder guns repositioning, ambulance moving up as well here. Sections and sappers. More tapping up. Vespers blast. We've got 2 Vespers now here out of Pinokyo. So an increase in the amount of artillery to bring to bear against the Allies. Ren sections there right into the machine gun here by the eastern victory point. Caught on a trap. Interesting enough, not putting much effort into getting back that fuel point. France also being brought in here for Ted. Locking them, that is. Now the British offensive up the centre, west side. We do also get forces flanking in here, trying to catch the German side there, a bit off guard. Starstorm, though, caught on a bit of a crossfire, rapidly withdrawn here. 312 is 205. Allied forces do need to do something about all these victory points. We've got quite a manpower float here for Ted. I mean, some foot guards could go great here until it gets out the Grant tank. Can go for it, I think, right about now, but still, yeah, foot guards would be an excellent choice. Do get a Gurkha section flanking, deploying a smoke grenade there. Interesting choice there. Meanwhile, in the center, German forces once more in the offensive here as John's moving in with the 5th Panzer Grenadier Company, catching that 6-pounder guns in the devious flank here. Bad news there for Ted and the company, and we might see the 2nd 6-pounder gun there about to get wiped here. That would be a stinging blow. Ted is getting the grants going, still plenty of manpower floating about. Still not sure why he doesn't want to go for any foot guards. We do get a bombing run here. I think this is more to like just discourage the Germans from sticking around. They just told them to get like into more. Oh, we do have foot guards at least out here for Thomas. Thumbs up. Foot guards pushed back here. Grant halfway done here. The old got Thomas with a grunt on the way. Munitions cache there being led up here by those Guassatori. And there you go. Pop goes that weasel. British front line has steadily collapsed at this point, has been eroded away by the sheer violence here of the German Panzerwaffe. The 6-pounder guns being destroyed by the Panther III's here. Grant has arrived, and 2nd Grant's about to arrive as well. He might open up for more of a comeback here for the British forces. Fuel cache being racked. Still hasn't done much here about the eastern side of the map. Artillery fire rank down here. We got a lot of 6-pounder guns for Tet. No foot guards.
We have lost a squad of Panzer Grenadiers.
Another Panzer squad wiped here for Johns. That's actually a bit painful there. North here we do get a nice flank on the machine gun. Really good flanking. Really set up for a deep flank there. 2 thumbs up to Ted.
Enemy forces have taken our territory.
M3 Grant moving up. He's supported by a mix of British commandos and infantry sections. Spotting here the Guassatori immediately blasting away with its 30mm gun in the turret. 75mm gun joining in. 2nd Grant moving up here.
Request orders.
And the Guassatori has managed to pick up on the Gurkhas. Managed to pick up the machine gun there out of the Germans. Jaegers advancing, taking heavy fire here. Starstorm providing some support here against other infantry. But the Grants are laying down heavy fire there. Rifle grenades, explosions, death, destruction. We got 312 us on and 10. The Allies really need to pick up on those victory points. There's 2 points to the east side here, though. Commandos caught, isolated by the Panther Thieves, and they are more than happy to deliver a demonstration. That's why not to stand around there. And meanwhile, Tiger Tank has been called forth here by Johns, Schwere Panzerabteilung 504, sending in a Tiger. Over to Pinokyo and over to Thomas. Going for training for his men there. He does have foot guards at least. He's also got 2 LMG sections who are definitely performing quite well. Still with training fact, that's also a bit surprising. Then we actually went for training for so late because again, early commanders were training are like incredibly good instead of the foot guards. I mean, it's great he's still going for it, but he could have benefited from the training a bit sooner if possible. Panther Fleet went up the center, Saps then trouble with the Starstorm and themselves even bigger, and we got a Panther 4 there, reaching Veteran 3 and Ace Panzerkampfwagen here. And Pinokyo has brought up a Panther now, the Panzerkampfwagen 5, Ausführung D. Grant's moving up and bombarding anything in this site, which just so happens to be Germans. Tiger moving up here, Grant taking hits from the 800 guns, 6 pounder guns there, firing away. Shot though completely misses. Grant taking heavy damage from the Tiger. Another shot here going off. A lot of bounces from the Tiger tank's frontal armor. Units wiped there. Tiger's frontal armor holding strong in the face of British munitions. West side here we got the foot guard towards the Panther 4. Grant's moving up behind the Panzerjägers. East side here machine gunners the Sappers. And we got 17 pounder guns being brought in by Thomas. Foot guards there are left alone. They're getting flanked. Need to withdraw now. This is definitely Thomas sticking around for too long. Grounds are being fixed. And we also got 17 pounder guns on the way there for Ted. So both players there are bringing up the big guns. In the center, Brenz and Lee Enfields there clashing out. Tiger tank just continue to shrug off all harm there from the 6 pounder guns mostly. Meanwhile, the west side here, Panther moving up. 6 pounder guns from Grant almost being knocked up. Panther though exposed to the sidearm. We got Mechanized assaulting a desperate bit by Pinokyo to keep his Panther alive. Jaegers moving up and pursuing the Grant tank here. They themselves forced away due to the sheer volume of violence the Grant can unleash against them. Tigers, Panther Thieves coming up here, further exploiting the chaos in the Allies. Guasatori there, though, receiving the full brunt here of British gunnery and are almost wiped out. Tiger and Panther Thieves keep moving up here. 6 pounder guns responding in violent kind, and we got the Sturmpanzer 4 for Pinokyo now. Interesting. 17 pounder gun there being hauled off to the front line here to crack open the Tiger tank. Panther 4 was the ace. Grant goes the Ace Panther 4 here. 6 pounder gun turning around here. Grant likely to get knocked up, but the Panther 4 could get knocked up into tank and fire. Second Grant nearby. Oh, the 6 pounder guns miss. Panther 4 though seemingly bounces. And there you go, Panther 4 is kaput. If only gotten armored side skirts up, that Panther 4 might have survived just a bit longer, but he definitely shouldn't have dived in that hard. Meanwhile, Tigers, Panther Thieves moving in. We got incendiary bombardments messing up the British lines, but there goes 17 pounder gun to the rescue. Slugging a massive fearsome 17 pounder shell right through the Titan's frontal armor. British forces diving in here. Panthers escaping. Starstorm ripping through the 6 pounder gun crew here. Gammon bombs on the machine gun crew here. Ripping them apart there. Starstorm suddenly being caught here now. Also forced withdrawal here. Panther moving eastwards. Ah, that's a reckless push here by Pinokyo. What are the Vespers doing? Oh, he made it just worse. He actually exposed the R's. I mean, technically, this is accurately how some Panther crews actually get out of a mess, because the actual Panther's reverse speed was incredibly slow. It had like 1 reverse key, so they could only move very slow in reverse. So what they would do a lot of the time was just turn the entire tank right exposed to the ring, just get out of that way. Obviously risky, but probably beats just getting shot at a lot more. But yeah, should have done that, because the actual Panther game, it doesn't have an issue. Real Panthers though did. Additional fun fact: parents, Russian tanks in Ukraine also had these. Anyways, Panther 3 knocked out here. Anti-tankers there, moving forwards. Commanders, Grants. It's a wall of fire here, ripping apart the German panzers. 16th Panzer Division here took some rather staggering losses to its panzer companies. Grants moving forwards. We got artillery called in. Guasator there trying to buy time, but at this rate, they're only buying a plot at the local cemetery. Sturmpanzer holding off the 6 pounder gun. What are the Vespers doing? I feel like they've kind of been forgotten here by Pinokyo. Maybe it's just me. 6 points left, and looks like the British narrowly halt the bleed. What a save, though. They definitely have a lot of work to do here. Any one mistake could end up costing an entire match. Grant and Veteran 2, very good there.
Tiger point is being neutralized.
And actually, Thomas has gone for like a third LMG commando section. That's a lot of LMG commandos with a lot of Vickers Ks there. Those wondering what the Vickers K was basically a machine gun taken from aircraft that didn't need it anymore and then used as a light machine gun. The Germans would do something similar with the MG-15. Fun fact. Going for the machine gun there, wiping it out there, staggering hit from the Crusader. Foot Guards commanders flanking here, Jaegers in trouble. Sturmpanzer's also having a bit of a rough time. Pinokyo's losses are rather fierce. Could go for another Panther, could go for Panther 4s. I still think it'd benefit from armored side skirts if it goes for more Panther 4s or Sturmpanzers. While Starstorm could also prove to be advantageous against all these commandos. Another Panther for Pinokyo. We got all 3 victory points under control of the British forces. 7th Armored, the Desserats have managed a glorious counter-tank here and thrown off the 16th Panzer Division. Machine guns lying abandoned, tanks burning and smouldering. Sturmpanzer here, caught in a horrendous spot, and we got more 6-pounder guns bringing in trying to finish it off here. And got it. East out there, Panther moving up, Veterancy 2, Tiger on the move again. 240 versus 4. We got the Vesper signing off here with 105mm howitzers. British forces there dug in around the centre with 17-pounder guns. Tiger there catching the Gurkhas with its 88mm gun. Well, that was not a particularly impressive shot, but it was a shot. And we got the Panther seizing points, Tiger advancing. Oh, back here to Johns and to Ted. I got so caught up in the action. Going for another Panther 3 here. The Johns is running up infantry. Admittedly, so is Ted. In fact, the only one who seems to have any decent amount of infantry right now is Thomas, and to a lesser degree, Pinokyo. Tiger here getting slammed, though, by all of the anti-tank guns. And there goes 17-pounder gun fire hacks full of shells here at the Guasatore. Wiping out more or less there. And note, of course, it wasn't just exclusive to the 17-pounder gun. Most anti-tank guns would have had some high explosive shells just to be able to fight, direct targets. Fun fact, there go wipe the Guasatore there. Really powerful ability to that high explosive shell in the 17-pounder gun. But most players just never make use of it. But yeah, it is immensely powerful. Oh, and the Starstorm! Sweet Deutschland, no! Huge blow there to the Svartaland. Vespers they're doing what they can, but that won't save the Starstorm, and they drop the MG42 here. A huge blow there to Pinokyo. Panther taking hits from the other 17-pounder gun being brought up here by all appearances. Yes, indeed. First one that got wiped. Another ground here for Ted. And the commanders there are going to pick up the MG42, meaning they really are packing some firepower now. Got the Vickers K and the MG42. MG42 team here being flanked by the double MG commandos. More Panther fleets away for Johns. Got 485. Western Point is technically getting rushed down there, but they're bold enough about it. Panther getting slammed by all men of gunfire there. Armor giving way here. 181 versus 4. Got the 17-pounder gun recruit, and then immediately hit by an incendiary round out of the Ace mortar half-take here from Johns. But he's down to just a machine gun, otherwise it's just armored vehicles. And Pinokyo is obviously not in a much better spot now, down to just the Jaegers. Reposition the 17-pounder gun opposite, realizing that parking in the middle of an artillery zone is probably not ideal. Panther feeder swinging for the fences, going for that western victory point here. 17-pounder gun being brought up though. And we got commanders to contest as well here. Of course, it does leave this 17-pounder gun exposed, but it would require the Germans to have the reserves to actually exploit this. And the Germans are a bit short on reserves. Never mind, most of their stuff is in dire need of repairs. And a fresh coat of paint. British forces in eastern point, there's just a lone Panther guarding it. Grand section being pushed back by the Tiger. Jaeger's moving out. South versus the Panzer 3. Right in the pod, Jaeger's moving up. Jaeger's seeing happening here with the Grant. Machine guns being brought up. 154 versus 4 here. Panzer Pioneer for Johnson realised he does need more stuff to repair his tank. He just can't just run his own tank crew to do all the work there. Tiger moving in, dashing in. Could even pop the S-flying launcher if he wanted to. They don't know the ability. Oh well. Panzer Pioneer ready here. Massive artillery strike here out of the Vespers. Looking to crumble the British lines here directly on the ground. 17-pounder guns forcing back the Tiger. Panther III swinging in here as well. 6-pounder crew there wiped by the Vespers. We've got those 17-pounder guns to make it difficult for the Germans to break through any further here. And in the east side, the foot guards force off the Panther III, making the German situation even more desperate. They still have victory points to work with in terms of reserves, but they're running out. They're running out fast. Panther being pulled back for repairs. Jaeger's about to get wiped there as well. I don't know why they keep insisting on the center. The best bet is basically just grab the two eastern, or the two more, you know, fringe points there by like just a coup de main and just, you know, hope to like, you know, just hold them for long enough before the British catch on to what's going on here. Tiger tank being sort of sent eastwards here on its own. Foot guards putting up a desperate fight here against this massive slab of Krupp steel. And the Tiger tank can now just grab the point. That just means if they can grab the western one with a smaller rush, they might have a shot. Of course, even that is going to be a bit tough to achieve.
We have 75 points remaining.
It looks like he's gone for more Jaegers here, Mr. Pinokyo. Over to Pinokyo, by the way, and to Thomas. Got a Stuka supply there on the way for Johns. Got German forces making the move west. We've got the Panther, the heavily damaging, sent in. Panther III's and more tapped in the center there. Perhaps looking to launch a diversion assault in the center while Pinokyo goes to the west point. That could be an option. Storm Panzer for Pinokyo. Got Mechanized assault active. Stuka's was almost done. And the Tiger tank just remains here, basically acting as a very large, mean bunker. And there you go, calling and sending my bombing runners to realize what the Germans are doing here, trying to buy time to respond here. Ambush team, they're really realizing they've lost this point. Boom, it's GG. So they're calling in everything they can on that point, even the Germans rushing everything. And there you go, Panther III's being sent in. So basically the center is nothing they care about now. They're rushing in as hard as they can here. Panther III down. Tiger tank remains the defense east side here. It's all nothing now for the Germans. They hold the eastern point with the grab the western victory point or they're toast. Smoke being deployed here. Good use of the Jaeger smoke there. Grant down. East side, they fail to get the point as the Tiger tank was reinforced. Close call there. And with this, the Allies do look like they might actually lose this. Since in the end, they had to like defend 2 points, yet they end up focusing too much in the center. They didn't put up a cohesive enough line of defense between the two of them. And this was something the Germans could exploit. So there you go, GG, game over, an explosive fight. Really close call for the Germans, but at least they realized what they had to do. I've seen too many players in like previous matches, in particular in COH3, like particularly on this map, like just keep focusing on the center while ignoring like, you know, the side points. But here, the Germans like, you know, make the pushes for the side points because again, the Allies focused everything on the center. And again, they needed a more broad defense, like, you know, anchored around 2 of the victory points rather than just the center one. And this was basically their undoing. They focused too much here and not enough around the center and this point or this point. And of course, here would actually make the most sense here, where they can actually form up a more cohesive line of defense, whereas if they tried to set up around here, the castle ruins obviously would create a problem for them. So either way though, GG, game over there. Hope you enjoyed this match. I've learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell friends, tell family. As always, you can support the Propagandacaster by donating up Patreon. This is Imperial saying cheers and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye everyone.